Hey everybody, so my intro. Into the I to the Y to the Naya. Yes. Okay, so I know y'all probably thinking like you don't have no music today. This sounds stupid, but I'm broke. I don't got no iMac. I don't got no MacBook. I don't got no MacBook. I don't got no pad. I don't got none of that. So y'all gonna have to stick with the broke me for a little minute. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. So today, I'm sorry about my lighting. I spent all day filming. I filmed this look. I've done a couple more things. I started filming with my best friend. We have we're about to start a best friend YouTube channel because we're great and we love each other. And who else is gonna show you guys how to be best friends better than the best friends in the whole world? I can't think of anybody. So, that being said, just take in all the beauty. Take it in. This little double cut crease you're getting here is amazing. And this lip gloss is making me look so plump. My lip gloss is popping. My lip gloss is cool. Something about boys in school. Something about that. And yeah, like today's a story time. I think it's a good one. Like, I've seen a few of these, I think, actually. I'm not sure. I've never actually watched the video, but I've seen the... I've seen the titles. I don't know if they're clickbait or what, but I don't do clickbait. I just want y'all to get that before you get into my channel. Don't do clickbait whatsoever. So anything I tell you is going to be 100% honest, 100% true. It's something that happened to me. This is a story time. This is a time. This happened to me, and I'm going to tell you a story about it. So, just to get this out of the way, I'm sorry, Dad. I love you, Mom. Any other family members that see this, don't tell my mama or my daddy. And let's go. So, by the title that I'm going to put on here, you're going to know that this video is about me losing my VCARD. I'm going to say a couple of things that kind of make me feel bad. Sorry about me fidgeting. I just can't stay still. I am going to say a couple things that make me feel bad. And you'll probably be able to pick them apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So, we're going to call him Kevin. Let's call him Kevin. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little background. I was a freshman in high school, which means I was 14. Before that, 2 years before I went to high school, 2 years before I became a freshman, obviously I was in 7th grade, and I went to an all-white school. So you guys have seen me in one of my previous videos. My first video is my fashion over try-on haul. So you know that I'm a bigger girl. I'm plus size. But back then in 7th grade, I didn't really have a gut. I wasn't that big. Like, I wasn't. But when I transferred to the all-white school, I had a flat stomach. I had a booty. I had a chest. But, you know, like, the white people thought that I was huge. White people thought that I was really big. And they weren't really nice to me. I was the only black girl there. There was a black teacher. There were, like, 2 black teachers. I only had one of them, though. And, you know, they didn't get all of that. So, you know, I was really like a Coca-Cola bottle in like 7th grade, but they thought I was like Moby Dick, and it depressed me. I got depressed. I was really sad. I used to like eat my feelings. I had like a binging problem, actually. Like, I would hide food and stuff under my bed because I was ashamed, but I couldn't stop. Like, I will even say that I probably still have an eating disorder. Like, eating your feelings is a problem. So, I gained a lot of weight probably within those 2 years. I wasn't like drastic. I wasn't obese or nothing. But I was bigger than I should have been. And so, when I got to my school, I went to Morgan Park High School in Chicago, Illinois. Hey, go Mustangs! And I got there, no confidence at all whatsoever. No, none of that. Like, no. And there was this dude, and you know, like, they give you your schedule, you have to find your way through the hallways. Luckily, I had a cousin who was a senior. He might have been a junior. No, I believe he was a senior. He was real popular, and I would see him in the hallways all the time because he was really tall, so I would, like, know that was him. And he would show me around to all my classes before, like, I got swept and stuff like that. But freshmen didn't get swept, so that's stupid. But basically, for like the first 2 weeks of school, nobody got swept. So he just would walk me to my classes and like show me everything was there, so I got the roll, so I know where to go. So we called it the T. It's like hallway, you know? And I was walking towards the T, and Kevin was walking out of the T, so he was coming down the stairs, down the hallway, and I was about to go up the stairs, and I saw him, and I was like, I know him. We actually dated in the 5th grade. You don't actually date in the 5th grade, but like, just to give you some background, he was my 5th grade boyfriend. We loved each other. He was so cute, and I was so cute, and we just clicked, you know? And then I moved, and then everything happened, and then, you know, we just lost touch. And then I saw him that day, freshman year, and I was like, I know exactly who you are. You look the same. I know everything about you. You don't... So I walked past him one day. This was the first day I saw him. Like, I never even let him walk past me. He didn't get a chance. No. I touched him. I grabbed his hand. Like, walking past him, I grabbed his hand. But he kept looking. Like, he looked like, who is this? But I looked at him like, you already know. But I kept walking. I never stopped. I didn't stop and be like, hey, you remember me? No. I was like, ugh. And then kept going. And he looks like I was the mysterious girl that just touched him and looked like, oh, I want to eat you up. And it just kept going. And he looked, and he like looked me up and down. And he stared for a while. And then he turned around, walked off. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that. Yeah. And that's one thing. Like, even though I had bad self-esteem issues, I still had confidence. I don't know how that works, but they still went hand in hand. Like, I faked it till I made it, you know? So, I think I texted him that night, and I was like, hey, you remember me? I touched you in the hallway today. And I was like, you remember who I am? And he was like, oh, I saw you on Facebook. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. And I was like, you remember me. I'm memorable. And I was extra happy, and he was like, let's get on the phone or whatever. And I was like, okay, let's get on the phone. And his little phone, like, you know how you on the phone with a dude at night, and their voice is just everything. When you on the phone with a dude at night, his voice is just, whoo! Woo! Now, mind you, I did know this when I touched him. I didn't know this when I talked to him. But when I talked to him on the phone, he told me, like, I got a girlfriend. Her name is Stacy. Kevin and Stacy. So, I'm like, okay. So how's that relationship going? And he's like, it's all right. I mean, I guess. And then he started to, like, complain about it. And, you know, I kind of, like, slipped my way right in. And I was like, oh, you sound like everything's not going well. Poor you, you know? And he was like, yeah. And then I started to like treat him like my boyfriend. And then it just went from there. He broke up with her. And then we got together, and then he broke up with me, and then they got back together and went to homecoming, even though he asked me to homecoming, broke up with me like 2 days before homecoming, a day before homecoming. And went to homecoming with her, but watched me the whole time I was at homecoming, because, you know, your girl was fine. And yeah, like, Stacy was just, she wasn't cute. I mean, like, whatever. Like, you know, every girl, she wasn't even cute. She's no me. But no, like, he just like, he used to front to his friends, like, I don't know why she keeps trying to talk to me this and that, like, about her, well, about me to her, like, trying to play the role, like, he wasn't telling me that he wanted to be with me and this and that. And then he wanted to, like, act like I was crazy, which I don't understand. Why are you doing that? Wait, let's move this. Yeah, why are you doing that? I don't know. So basically we ended up being together. Like, they finally ended it like, for real. And we ended up being together, and it was cool. And then it wasn't, and then it was, and then it wasn't, and then it wasn't, and it wasn't. And we spent so much time together. We probably been together for like 7 months at this point, and we had been through so much. Like, that's another story time. First boyfriend from hell. And then I decided that we were broken up, And I think I decided that I wanted to lure him back in with my virginity, which you should never do. Don't do that. I decided that I was going to be like, oh, well, I want to have sex with you, so you should be with me. So to get him to be my boyfriend again, I decided that I wanted him to take my virginity. So, yeah, I texted him. Well, actually, I was talking to a friend, and I was telling her, like, man, like, he just makes me feel some type of way. Like, he makes me want him. And she was like, well, girl, go for it. What you want to do? And I kind of was, like, describing to her, like, how I felt about him, like, how I wanted to get in the sack. And I ended up walking up to him in the sweep room. At this point, we were, like, 7 months into the school year. So, how long is a school year? It ain't no 7 months. What? Wait. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. Dang! School is more than... Okay, he waited 7 months. And, you know, I like, showed him our conversation, telling... Basically, that was my way of telling him, like, yo, you about to get this cooch. Like... And we ended up getting back together, of course, because he wanted the cooch and he knew he was going to be my first. And, like, of course, boys just love that. Just knowing they're going to be your first and knowing that they ruined you. But he just was, he was like, man, like, that made me feel some type of way. Like, that made me. And I should have noticed that, like, he changed once he saw those messages. He changed once he saw that, like, I decided that I wanted to, you know, be intimate with him, have sex with him, do the dirty, all of that. But I didn't, because I'm stupid, and I just wanted him to be my boyfriend. I wanted him to love me like he said he did. And we ended up, it was spring break, so probably like April something. And he came over my house. My mom was out of town, and my sister was staying with me. And I think I lied to my mom about this, so if she sees this, I'm sorry, Mom. So my sister was staying with me, and my sister was like, yeah, you can have company. Of course, because she's my sister, you know. She was probably like 18 and I was like 14. Although I did lie by my age to him. He was 17. I told him I was 15. Do not lie by your age. Yeah, but he came over and he was all polite to her. And I was like, who is this? You're not polite. And he was like, I'm polite. And I was like, okay. So we ended up going to my room. My room was so cute. Like, I had stuffed everything that was in my room, all my trash and stuff, in my closet like you normally do. Like, I cleaned up, but I didn't, and I put everything in my closet, lit some candles, because I knew what was going down, you know? So, he came in, and he was like, oh, you got the candles lit? And I was like, nah, my sister was flat ironing her hair. It smelled like burnt hair. I didn't want it to smell like burnt hair, so I lit a couple candles. But he was like, yeah, okay. So then we ended up, like, going crazy. It was, like, really sweet. I'm not going to lie to y'all. Like, I was in love with this boy. It was really sweet. He was like, you know, if it hurts, he was like, wrap your arms and legs around me. This is really in detail, but he was like, wrap your arms and legs around me, and if it hurts, squeeze, you know. And we went from there, and the next day we woke up and went from there, and then a couple hours later we went from there, and then that night we went from there, you know. So yeah, like, it was perfect. Like a lot of people, like, I'm gonna go into depth because I know people wonder about these things. I know people don't want to talk to their parents about things like this. Like, they say, like, everybody's different. A lot of people say, like, it hurts like hell. It didn't hurt for me at all. I didn't bleed. None of that happened. But I will say that you should really care about the person you give your virginity to, and you should really make sure that that person cares about you 100%, no less than that. So basically, the next day, like the next day, because he had stayed like 2 days with us, the next day, he texted my sister, and he was like, was she a virgin? Because it didn't feel like it, you know? Because obviously, like I said, like, I didn't bleed, like, I didn't feel the cherry pop, but I know that I haven't had sex before. So he's like, well, none of that. I'm sure he's taken somebody's virginity before. So he was like, none of that happened. So I guess she not a virgin. Like, so he texted my sister, and he was like, I don't think she a virgin. Like, what? Like, are you sure? And she texted me, and I was like, dang, you couldn't let it last a week or so? Like, you couldn't just let me live, be happy? Like, duh, like, who lies about that? Like, I'm sure some people, like, I know some people don't have morals and will lie about something like that. But come on now, like, you could have waited a few days. Let me just live in my glory. Like, I was cool, and I was great, obviously. But I mean, like, come on now, you could have waited to do all of that. And he just was like, and did you not think my sister was gonna tell me? He was like, I don't think she is. And I was thinking, like, and it really messed my head up, because I was thinking, like, dang, maybe I was trash. I don't got no, ooh, that was gonna be inappropriate. Y'all could just guess the rest of that sentence. But the reason I told y'all that, like, I went to an all-white school and I felt bad, like I was depressed, was because the way he treated me, he made me feel good. Because when I got there freshman year, obviously I had been with the white people and they thought I was huge. And then I got to Morgan Park and they like, damn, you thick, shorty, like, you thick. And he just would tell me, like, you so gorgeous, like, your body is just gorgeous, you just gorgeous, like, everything about you is just gorgeous, like, inside, outside. And he would beef me up. That's how you supposed to do your girl. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how you supposed to beef your girl up. You supposed to beef your man up. You supposed to beef everybody up. Everybody get beefed, period. I get beefed, all right, but, like, it is what it is. Like, he just made me feel so in tune with myself. He made me so confident. Like, I feel like the confidence I have today, kind of like, he, like, planted it and it bloomed. I feel like I owe that to him. But I don't feel like I owe him, if that makes sense. But, you know, it just is what it is, y'all. Like, that's how I lost my virginity. And it was good, and then it wasn't, and then it was good, and then it wasn't. It was like a bittersweet type thing, but mostly sweet. Like, I don't regret anything. I don't regret that it was Kevin. I don't regret none of that. I don't regret dating Kevin at all. That the boyfriend from Hell Story will be coming soon. Y'all don't understand the crap this man put me through. Woo, even after all of that, with the first girlfriend thing and all of that. Woo. Y'all are gonna be like, what's your problem? Why would you stay for that? But I mean, hey, I don't know what to tell you. Basically, that's it, y'all. Like, I lost my virginity to a fuckboy. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm about to get teed real quick because I got teed on my Facebook Live and I like the vibe. So, that being said, if you like this video, follow me on Instagram. That's It's Really Naya, ITSRELLYNIYAH. It's really me, Naya. And you can add me on Facebook, YAHYAH. For all my Facebook Live videos, I do all my makeup routines on my Facebook Live, so y'all can, like, share with me and see what I do, see how I am. If you want to see me when I'm feeling myself after I do the makeup, when I start playing my music and snapping, you can add me on the Snap, CALLME_DHAABEST. Call me _dubest. It's a really old Snapchat. Name is really stupid, but I'm not changing it. CALLME_DHAABEST. What I do? Twitter, honestly, Bonnie at HONESTLEY. Whoa, I did not spell that right. HONESTLYBONNIE. My Twitter is dead. Follow me. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you appreciate this, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? Because I need that. Okay? There's going to be a Fashion Nova part 2 coming up, maybe a part 3 coming up. Don't forget to watch that. Thank you so much.